diaspora, to those that don't speak the languages that we speak. We are back with the Black Gods today, and we have a very interesting topic. Sorry for starting late, and all of that. But King Galebocha, so much,
Thank you very much.
Black God, for your time yet again. And yeah, all the best with your exams. So much. To those who are new to our space, you can tell us what it is that you do. I think I do have your details in the description box already
Mhm.
for joining a bit later. But our king will introduce himself and the works that he does in the spiritual space or in his personal space. But yes, today's topic. Okay, I'll speak about today's topic. I introduce. Sobela.
Thank you very much, Gogo. So I'm Khosi Mukhali. I am an initiated Sangoma. I have a website whereby I try to sort of like teach the things that have been revealed to me, right? Um, the website is called The Black God. If you want to visit it, blackgodwisdom.com, right? So that's the name of the website. So that's where you can find everything, all information about me, YouTube channel, Facebook page, and every other, and the WhatsApp channel as well, which is very, very important. So yeah, blackgodwisdom.com.
Yes, so that is the work that he does. He's a BRS scholar. Those who don't know, BRS, Black Root Science scholar. But Skachelo Hori, he is an initiated. I like Google Defense's term, but we initiated in Sangoma mysteries. So
Yes.
yeah, so he is a fully fledged healer, but also a very, very, very dope chains, you know. Ne ke jwetsa Koko Lefenzo hore, Koko, you know, the men that are in your realm, like, but so, you know, they're such great teachers, so gentle and all of that. But today's topic, we're hopping on to the last topic that we spoke about, which was a spirit initiation, the art of spirit initiation. But
Mhm.
today we're going into one of the subtopics. Today we're going into something that he mentioned last week, Raba gobsmacked, or what is the fire body? Mara recognize things like the aura and all of that. So Hosi will be expanding on that for us today. So Kesha, I'm gonna try to not interrupt you. I'm not gonna interrupt, and I'm so sorry, but it's because the content excites me so much. But please, over to you. Please drop your questions if you have questions in the description box. You can super thanks us. I just noticed something new. Honali Zave. So you can super thanks us if you like what it is that we do here. And welcome to the new members as well who just joined the membership program. Welcome, welcome, Itumeleng, welcome, Kuku Malebi Ilo. I think, yeah, those are the recent ones that have joined. But yeah,
Mhm.
please, if you do like what it is that we do, we know Hore in these spaces here, yeah, the algorithm doesn't really favor us. So we rely on the kindness from your guys' end. And yes, let us heal as a people. Mabaphile abantu. Kesha, please take over.
Thank you very much. Right. So like you were saying, yesterday, I keep saying yesterday. Even last time I said yesterday, I don't know why. So last time we were talking about how to live, actually, not the art of spirit initiation.
Oh yes, sorry, yes.
Yes, how to live. And then one of the aspects of life that we discussed was physical health, right? And then I said that you can break down the physical body into basically four bodies, right? There are actually seven bodies. There's the earth body, there's the water body, there is the air body, and then the other four is the ether body or the etheric body, there is the light body, there is the um, electric body, as well as the magnetic body, which is the very, very subtle one, the most subtle out of all of them. So now you can combine these four, the electric body, the magnetic body, and the ethereal body, as well as the light body, into what we call the body of fire, right? And that's what we will be talking about today, right? And I remember last time I mentioned that the way you can what we refer to as the body of fire is what is commonly known as the aura, right? That's one of the ways in which someone can detect or actually see the fire body, right? Remember, the physical body, all aspects of the physical body are physical. These are things that we can see, right? and maybe that's a good starting point um in terms of the aura, right? Because it's something that we cannot see right now. We cannot see it, right? And there's a reason behind why we cannot see it. But in our natural state, we can see our auras. We can see that. We can see its colors. We can see everything, right? So yeah, that's the introduction.
So Kesha, I think I did share this the last time as well. Nekeri, I bumped into somebody, go that place where they sell the cadaver, dead bodies. Go
Yes.
buchari, and I put hi, what color is my aura? And I'm like, what? Yes, read my aura. I can see that you can see my aura. So how do we? Is it a special skill or somebody? How do you see color ya aura? Like, what do the colors of aura actually mean? What do they represent?
Okay. So um I've read somewhere, I'm not sure if the machines are accurate, but I've read somewhere that there are certain machines that people can use to see the aura, right? I've heard of, I think there's one in South Africa, or two, I think, maybe.
Eban.
Think one in Johannesburg and another in Cape Town. But I think it's expensive, that thing. But I saw a video of someone who went there and did the thing, and then they showed them the scan. And what I saw in the scan is similar to what I've seen, right? Not what I've seen like physical, I mean in my dreams. So it's similar to what I've seen in aura looks like, right? So it's actually termed in black root science as the electromagnetic biosphere, right? So in terms of the colors, I'm not going to lie to you. I do not know the meaning of the colors, right? I have read about what people think the meaning of the colors are. There are many people that assign different meanings to those colors. Red is for this, red is for that, in what. I have not consulted myself on that one. I've never thought about it to a point whereby I had to ask myself for it, like, what do they mean, right? So
Yeah.
maybe as time goes by, I'll get the answer to it. But then what I can leave you with meanwhile is that what I learned from Black Root Science, right, about the seven primary colors, which are the colors that we see in the rainbow, right, is that um three of those colors are sort of like the main colors.
Primary.
They are primary colors, right? These are the red, blue, and yellow, right? So now, in the society of the Black Nation, as it used to be back then, there were hierarchies, right? So in terms of hierarchies, we had 144,000 judges that took care of cities and towns. And then we had 144 judges that took care of sort of like countries or tribes, right? That overlook all tribes. And then not tribes actually, that overlook clans. Yes, that overlook clans.
Lens.
And then we have elders, 24 elders that overlook the entire world then. So now each of those hierarchies are represented by those colors. The 144,000 judges are represented by the color blue, and then the 144 chiefs are represented by the color yellow or gold, and then the 24 elders are represented by the color red, right? So
Mm.
those are the three primary colors. So in terms of aura, in terms of which one is good, which one is red, in my own guess, I would think, based on information I just shared right now, right? This is not me consulting myself. This is just me trying to make a logical argument, right? I would think that someone who would have a red aura would be someone who's vibrating very high, right? In terms of that. So even if you look at the colors of the rainbow, red is there, and then as they shade into each other, they get dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, right? So that's the meaning I would assign as for now. But then as sort of, but in terms of the consultation, I haven't done that. I haven't asked myself that.
Yeah, I think I'm also gonna ask for downloads with that because yeah, it
Yeah.
triggered a lot of things. It's not a thing I've thought about before. Hore man. It's like a habari kalaya ora man. It's
What do they
hore.
actually mean? Yes.
Yes, and from those primary colors we get the other colors, right? Combination,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the other
Yes,
colors
yes, yes.
that we would see. Okay, we have Gia Uri Helu. We have Sam Mahlangu, Torozani family, Toroza Kehla. Thank you so much to those who also just joined us right now. Please, yeah, please give us a like as you enter there. You can super thanks us to buy us coffee. We need to buy our kings here warm coffee when we do meet in person. But I think Katla, let's add the homework, yeah, that regarding colors, because already say
Definitely.
linka to like the chakra
Yeah.
system, especially because the rainbow links to the chakra system and all of that.
Mm.
But what I also wanted to towards Pindile Kambula on the membership she just got here. Thank you so much, Gogo, for joining us as well. But Katla, I think hopping on to the topic, yeah, how to live in brackets as a god. Um how does one take care of the fire body?
Right. Yeah, that's the question, right? That's the question of the day. So for us to know how do we take care of the fire body, we must know how or what affects the fire body, right? And you can basically break it into two parts. The things that affect the fire body from the outside and the things that affect the fire body from the inside, right? So the ones from the outside, your environment, the people you hang around, the things that you do with those people, right? All of those things, your le go share dikobo and tlhaloganya ba kgona go share dikobo le bone, stuff like that. It's like that, wabo. So those are some of the things that affect your aura from the outside, right? If your aura is a certain way, and then you kopane motho e leng goreng maybe aura ya gagwe e ko tlase or something like that, then once la kopana, your total aura will be what sort of like an average of the two, okay? Meaning that it's either if you lift them up at your own cost or something like that.
Perfect.
And then
Can I translate that part, Ketla, for our diaspora people? Mara le bona, you guys would need to decipher, but I'm just gonna give the direct translation to what King was saying here. But the sharing of blankets, I hope that translates. Yeah, so
yes,
those are things that can also affect your aura. Yeah, so you're gonna decipher what sharing of blanket means. So goes okay.
right. So now the other thing that I wanted to talk about, which is very important in terms of one of the things that affect the aura, the fire body from the outside, right? And this is a prevalent um it's a prevalent problem in the black community. Babo. It's witchcraft, actually.
Yo, Ketla.
Interestingly enough. Um so there's this thing in 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 that space, right? They'll talk about gore no lo muntu hamiswa nge something, motho o tsamaiswa ka something. I don't know, you'll do the translating there. I'm not sure how to translate that one. So you'd hear things like that, or street or stuff like that, right?
Yes.
So some of these things, even though the healers themselves, while they are doing them, they aren't aware what they are doing. They are just doing it's just procedure for them. They know what the outcomes, and that's the procedure, but they don't know the explanation behind how all of this happens, right? But what actually happens when they do some of those things is that they create a certain electromagnetic body or an electromagnetic field, and that's the thing that goes and attaches itself onto your aura, right? And it will have a purpose. Yeah, okay, the purpose is to direct this person down to make sure that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So it comes there with its own negative energy, and exactly what they say happens, right? And then you say, we talk about no, Motona, for the first time, you feel bad energy or bad vibes. You don't want that person to that's all channel. Or maybe you'll hear someone, could be a guy, could be a girl, I complain or no, now whenever I have most guys I'm like I repel guys that's also
Mm.
so those are some of the things say if we don't take care of our aura, ke we are vulnerable to mantlhaloganya.
Tesla, while we're still on that one, yeah, bulo, yeah, witchcraft, right?
Yes,
So is this the aura it tend to okay, actually we need to find a better word for healer because yeah, I don't think healer is appropriate here. But the practice of the bad magic, yes. The
yes,
the,
yes,
the
yes, yes,
practitioner. The
yes,
practitioner.
yes.
So is the aura practitioner affected? or the aura, yeah, the one who has the intention yoguti ke batla go fa motho ona seqetho or eng. So or is everybody who's involved in this thing, do their auras get tainted, and is that reversible? Can you clean your aura after such activities?
So what they call ukugeza in traditional healing is an attempt to clean the aura, but I'll get to that one later. So so both of them are affected in a sense that this one receives something directly to their aura, so it affects them, right? That one is affected because of, remember I said there are two main effects or causes, right, of this thing. There were other ones come from the outside, the other ones come from the inside, right? From the
Yes,
inside, we talk about the actions that you do, your habits, your character, your behavior, the things that you interact with, right? All of those internal stuff, your emotional state, your mental state, your physical state as well. If you're someone who you are not in good physical health, that will reflect on your aura, right? So
definitely.
because of the things that person is doing, they're taking actions, it affects them from the outside. But then Bone, they can always try and cover that up because now they are aware that once they get into that energy, it affects them. So they must do something to get rid of the energy. So
Yeah.
ultimately, it affects the person they send it to more than themselves.
Mm. No, Tobela, Tobela.
Yeah. And then, did I answer your question?
Yes, Tobaza Kelkalebo.
Yes. So I was going to talk about the ones from the inside, right? Your personality, your character, the actions that you take. So those are the things they ultimately dictate the type of aura that you have, right?
Hundreds.
And you need to so the way you form a good aura, the way you form a good aura is that you pick something that is good, and then you become consistent at it for over a period of time, right? So for example, if you build a habit out of eating healthy, you start today just eating healthy, tomorrow eat healthy, and then you become constant over a period of time, that thing reflects on your aura because it is who you are right now, right? So that is the true and honest way in which you can actually build a good aura. Say it's about the bath, I'd say it's a temporary attempt. If I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna be brutally honest myself, right? It is a temporary attempt. That is why because if you use good herbs and they are, the energy is good, and the energy of the people, the person that is helping you is good as well. After taking that bath, you can feel it immediately that no man, something has been released, right? But then that feeling does not last for long. It does not last for long. Tomorrow, in fact, later that day or the following day, Clara, it's gone, right? And then we go back to the very same actions that made us go to the healer. And then it's a cycle. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. So the true way to break out of those cycles is by us just making sure that we adopt good habits. That's it.
100%. 100%.
And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about, right? In terms of the aura, right? Is the instinct, right? The people that often say they have maybe instinct or maybe intuition and stuff like that. Some of those things, it is because of the aura, right? Because the aura body, which is the electromagnetic field that surrounds your entire body, can also be used to detect objects or anything that is coming close to you, right? Back then, when we still could see our auras and we went through certain rites of initiation and stuff like that, um, we were able to fully control the aura to a point whereby if we do not allow anything or someone into the aura, they will be blocked by it. They cannot enter, they cannot come near you at all, right? So I don't want you to think of it as something that is just there as like air or something or spirit or something. I don't know. It's literally part of our physical body. Just that right now we do not have any control over it. That's it. Yeah. I
No.
don't know if you have any questions on your side.
No questions as yet. Tangazela just got here. Uritogozien. And I think that's an Ujasinep symbol. But Torozani, welcome to those who've just joined us here. We're talking the fire body, carrying on from the last time we were together, Lay the Black God. And we just covered things that affect your aura from the outside and things that affect your aura from the inside. Yeah. So I don't know, Kesha, is there any more expansion on the inside of the aura?
So if you go back to what we did last time, right, when we were talking about how to live, one of the other aspects of how to live is spiritual health. And I broke down that our spiritual body has 5 parts to it, right? The body of actions, the body of will, the mental body, the emotional body, as well as the body of desire. Right? Those are the 5 spiritual bodies. So the way you take care of your aura from the inside is by taking care of these 5 spiritual bodies. Right?
Mm.
All of the teachings, as time goes by, everything that I'm going to be teaching will ultimately come down back to this. Everything will be connecting back to this. Whenever I talk about the spirit, I'll always refer back to this. These 5 spiritual bodies. These are the things that you need to take care of, right? And and it's not a difficult, and it's not an easy task to do actually, because now you must watch your actions. You must now become self-aware. Okay, what actions am I even taking? Now you become aware for, okay, I've been doing this thing and I'm not even aware for it's a good thing, right? So it gets to a point whereby other people will even feel overwhelmed by that. So take it step by step. Take it one step at a time, and then ultimately you get there. But then that's how you take care of the aura from the inside. But then from the outside now, you take care of the social health aspect of how to live, which is the people that you interact with, right? Because of not all of them have good auras, right? They don't have good energies. So if you don't want your aura to be affected, make sure that the people that are around you are people that are sort of like at the same vibrational state as you. Or otherwise, you are going to join the other ones that you're going to be with if you're gonna allow them. And then also in terms of um, sharing the bed together, right? That's another thing. Yo, that one is a problem.
Big
That
one.
is a problem because um, many people cannot speak to one person. So if I say,
I get a little lady Polly, what?
yeah, multi what, yes, yo, polygamy and poly what, yes, yo. So when I suggest to people and say that they should try and stick to one partner, it's for such things, and then but obviously they don't take it that seriously. Babo. They don't take it as seriously. So I was like, that's fine. But then that's what we need to do. It's gonna be difficult for some people. It's a hard truth to digest, but that's what we need to do ultimately.
No, 100%. Can you like Kesha? I was actually even very surprised when I got to that section near the book.
Yes,
We were actually monogamous, not the
yes,
whole Africa has been polygamous and whatnot. But we're not
yes,
discarding the polygamists. I really discarding it. But
yes,
I think for spiritual health, man, Kesha, it does make sense. I was actually sharing this convo with people today. Hore, like ha re gola, sa re gola. So I never liked this thing of like leaving my clothes at anybody's place,
yes, yes,
because of such things, hore maybe motho o multi azange uxoxela hore o multi, and then somebody finds your clothes, and we know in the space here hore things that are attached to your dead skin cells, like your clothes, your hair, your
mm,
toenails,
mm,
the so can be used in such things, so now I think that's how I sort of take care of my external aura, careful
mm,
who you share blankets with, first of all,
yes, yes,
but also the environment ya motho kila ona like at somebody's home. When you
yes,
get there, if your
definitely.
sense of smell is potent, if you get there, you can tell her, okay, no more, this is not my home, this is somebody's home. Like every
Mm,
home ka re na le scent ya teng, kind of situation. So I think I would assume le di home di na le di ora tsa teng, you know, because I know
Yes.
like with home, for example, right? Ke bona ka di-plans hore I man, something is a bit off in
Yes.
this energy
Yes.
space here, you know, or if they start growing nicely, then I know what I know. We're flowing really nicely. But maybe
Mm.
we touch, maybe expand on that. And also my next question, yeah, like if I'm not choice, so for example, right? Re ko sekolong or re ko mosebetsing, we gonna associate le batho ba we don't choose to, you know, especially like things like boma, like in terms of school, boma group work, you know, if you don't choose your own groups, then you have to associate with certain people. So how do we survive such things where I cannot choice per se. I have to be in such an environment. You know, you looking at people basebetang in spaces like hospitals. I'm actually sitting with a nurse here right now. In hospitals, what spiritual practices or spirit rituals or rituals that they can engage in go apola yona memoya eo. You know, we know go like in public health, for example, the numbers are quite large. There's a life and death kind of situation. So what
Mm-hmm.
we do in such situations, more arna choice, you know, or le boss yaka yo ka tseba hore, yo it's again also on blind, you know. While on that, actually, there's a workplace more. Go kile gwa bitsiwa ke makgowa. That's why I keep like these people know our things except for us, you know, we don't know our own things.
Mm.
Makgowa ba re ko this workplace go hlokagala cleansing, so everybody o ne ile ngaka ko mosebetsing o bona ne go etsiwa ceremony e nngwe e ntsima kapi, where we
Eh,
gonna unearth all these things because but ba ya ko mosebetsing, you know, but ba rola dilo tsa bona as
mm.
well. So what do we do, Kesha, in such cases where motana choice, but this is your daily environment, you're gonna be engaging with such environments?
Thank you very much for that question. It goes back to something that I was talking about, and I think I got lost on another train of thought,
As
and I never
is.
got back to it. But this is something that I wanted to mention very. Um, so there is the, and I did mention it actually. There's the temporary solution, and there's the permanent solution, right? So the things that I've been mentioning, taking care of your of each part of each those five parts of your spiritual body, that's part of the long term, right? But then for now, there are certain things that you can use. For example, like ukugeza,
Yeah.
taking for tapa, like that, taking that spiritual bath whereby you have certain herbs mixed there. You can do that literally every single day. I don't know if people
Away.
know that. That taking that bath is safe to do every single day. You don't have to do it once a month or when you go to see a healer. You can do it every single day. You come back from work, do it. Get rid
Yeah.
of that image. You do it
Yeah.
every single day. Do it every single day, right? And then another way is to find certain things like crystals or copper bracelets and stuff like that, right? And
Ami,
this
that's
is
right.
yes. So this is part of why I have some myself, right? Because they have certain properties, properties that can protect you from those energies, especially at work, especially when you know hore, you are literally going to something like a funeral or something, or maybe you're working with dead people. You go there armed with your things, right? Even around your neck and stuff like that. So those crystals, I'm not sure in terms of which crystal to wear specifically. I'm not a specialist on that one, but I know the
Re teng
crystals
rona di
themselves.
hands. Yeah.
Yes. But I know that the crystals themselves have benefits as well as the bracelets as well. So I
Not
think that's the thing that we can do right now to make sure that we take care of that aura while at the same time working on those long term ones.
not so well, not so well. Yeah, I
Yes.
think just to add on to that, Nekato was actually about Sona the crystals, you know. So I have them in my car when I was still in the plantain. I'd have them on my workspace. See if you know have my salt lamp. You know, lock up a hotel and let's
Mm-hmm.
why. You know, salt I think is a very it's such a powerful tool and a rainyata, you know, basic salt, you know, whether you're gonna
Yes.
be a your daily bath skill, it's why if you're not necessarily
Mm.
wa muti. But
Yes.
muti is literally tree, guys. Don't be scared of muti. Play with muti nicely though. So let's why you know things like let's why you for crystals, your black obsidian team,
Yes.
those are great, you know. Now also Kesha, I think I have a but I burn the paper, you know. If not, it like incense, you know, like I'm just man, try to protect my aura because I know
Mm.
I easily attach to energies, you know. And I think
Mm.
lady empaths as well are
Yes.
probably
Yes.
victims of tainting ya aura ya bona, you know, in terms of
Mm.
that, because there's also I think of waka the environment and people associate with. There's always we're laughing actually pindile today, hore. She was looking at a post yeah, from a couple of years ago, saying that yo, a friend who's always got problems, yo, hi, you know. So as an empath or a person that talks to people as well, those stories that people keep on telling you and almost ready to oh, like this is the solution, but this person keeps on repeating this thing and you keep on receiving and
Hey.
wanting to advise on the very same thing and all of that. So those things later on, like you know, when you have a conversation with some people and you leave feeling drained. So
Mm.
get on only those things. You don't really need to be saving everybody empaths. So please do take care of your fire body, your entire fire body, and just so
Yes.
that. But
Yes. Yes.
take the baths. I think I don't know if you call black roots kashane, where but like even the act of bathing itself on the daily, I can write ba abarate go participate.
Yes. Yes. They, you.
So the act of bathing is, or actually no, you mentioned it, Ketla. I read our first episodes, kind of the first episode, where the act of tapa itself, like the daily bath, Lorna is a cleanse in a way, you
Yes.
know. It's a
Yes. Oh,
cleanse in
yes.
the
When I was
daily.
talking about the showers, and yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Good. I had a question, but now I lost my train of thought.
Yes.
Spiritual G's, do you guys have any questions in terms of this? But now I'm still enjoying the conversation. Do
So
you have a
maybe
question, Gogo?
we can expand.
Candle. Okay, Kata, pause. There's a question. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so question is regarding candles. Hore if o lighta kerese, like maybe khansetsa kerese e tshweu, so for example, can they use that as taking care of their fire body since we are speaking of the fire element? So
Right.
those Makosi.
That is a good question. I have never thought of that one actually. I've never thought of that one. Um, I wouldn't say my immediate thoughts on that would be how long would you even have to light that candle to actually for it to actually have an effect on you? I'm
Yeah.
just thinking. So with the fire body, right? I don't know if you caught what I said at the beginning, but I did mention that the fire body is made out of four bodies, right? The ethereal, the electric, the light body, as well as the magnetic, right? Now, the aura specifically, which is called the electromagnetic biosphere, is a part of the fire body, right? It is not all of the fire body, but it's such a significant part that it is usually the only part that is considered. It's the electromagnetic body, so it is made up of the magnetic, the electric, as well as the light as well, because we can see it, right?
Aha.
So it's those three. It's those three, right? So now when we get to the fourth one and we combine everything, that's when we get the actual fire that we see, right? That's where we get the actual fire that we see. That's when we get the actual fire that you see on the candle, right? So in taking care of the fire body, um, nah, I don't think I might have to consult on that because I have an idea, but I don't want to because this is video recorded. I don't want to give answers that I'm not sure about.
Yeah.
Right,
Um.
I'm gonna have to consult on that one. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna have to consult. Yeah.
Yeah. I think when I didn't enough exposure, especially like in the southern parts of Africa, regarding like fire cleansers. Because I know I know the way attending like the fire cleansing, kibomas, chase and whatnot, but I don't think really like proper understanding of working the fire element, in terms of spirituality, besides like it destroying things, But I think things like Boma meditation, like flame meditation, maybe that can also assist you, because
Mhm.
meditation is some sort of yeah, a God practice, I guess, with your own self. So yeah, we'll come back with that one. But now I'd say
On
yeah,
that
like
one, actually, on that
yeah,
one. So
yeah, normally homework baya vandaag. There's a question from my guys. Question Kulu Uri, we have Noel Nonhlanhla Makiwani Uri Tawazani Khanya Hayate. Question: how does one resolve or cleanse a situation where clothes or underwear or personal items go missing? Yeah, that's an important one.
wait, so they went missing. They are missing right now, or they went missing and they were
Yeah,
found.
so question: how does one resolve or cleanse a situation where the clothes, underwear, or personal items have gone missing?
Or they are missing.
Yeah.
They were not stolen intentionally because
So
there's a
so
difference.
intentionally missing is intentionally
Or
missing.
intentionally missing.
Yes.
That is a difficult one. Hmm. Yo, that is a difficult one. That is such a deep question. Yo, Gog.
There you go,
Yo,
go.
no. That one is it's a huge one because there are a lot of aspects that are there. Your sweat is there, your energy is there in on those clothes. And I know that they can be taken and used. So you need to protect yourself here. Right.
Okay.
So
Oh,
they
what
always
more, Kesha? Or they can be stolen or lost.
stolen or lost.
Mhm.
So those are two different situations, right? If they are stolen, then it's a huge issue that we might have to go and consult deeply with. But then if they are lost, um, I don't think that person has to worry about anything actually, because there is no one who can link the clothes to them. So if
Mm,
that link is not there, there's no one who can do anything with those clothes. Only the person who knows who the clothes are from or who they belong to can do something with those clothes. But as long as
intentionally.
they are just lost, they don't have to worry about anything.
Not Vela. She further adds, Hore, generally people don't notice until they come to the fact. Yeah, I guess like some things only discover a go how low floor, I guess, whether it's a floor X-ray situation or whatever it
Hmm.
is, whatever modality that the healer would be using. Mkulu, maybe you can answer us in the comment section there. Uti, yeah, answer your own question. Uti, in the case where they are stolen, how do you resolve that? Because obviously there's the who behind it first. How it's
Hmm.
be stolen or be lost in. And I think Kulu taught me something like a long time ago. The tsa di return to sender man khetla. Ish, yeah, did I live tricky because
Eh,
now it was like a bouncing back and forth. Sender
hmm.
returns, now you return, sender returns, now you return. Yeah, man, it's le over time, man. Hey, but la re berekisa, it. But yeah, so
Uh,
I'm not a fan. Yeah, you return to sender, but I guess unless in a dire situation. But
so I was actually avoiding to talk about that one, right? Because because that's what comes to everyone's mind immediately. Oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, right? And I was trying to think above that. Those are there. They are available for sure. There are many people that know that. So now I was trying to think above that. Okay, how do I dissolve this without having to go there? How do I on my own? What can I do on my own to make sure that that situation is taken care of, right? And personally, what I always do. So basically, what I did is that in my mind I know, okay, there's the physical body, there's the 7 parts, spiritual body, 5 parts. Whenever something happens or something does not happen that I don't want to happen, I just go back and check these 12 bodies. Or what might have went wrong here? I must change this. They must dial this up a bit, decrease that one, and then see what happens. That's how I operate, right? So, but then I understand already that takes a very very long time to get to a point whereby you can actually operate like that. So, meanwhile, like you said, in a dire situation, then we might have to, you know, do those things.
Coco Uri, how to, oh yes, towards leboga, or how to cleanse. You cleanse the lost item with an identical one and then burn or throw away to almost lather the trail. There's a certain way to cleanse that specific issue. All right, that's dope. Okay, I've never heard of that, but we give thanks means I haven't been a victim of such. But I'll
Yes,
repeat
yes,
it.
yes, yes.
Already you cleanse the lost item with an identical one, and then burn or throw away to almost lasha the trail. There's a certain way to cleanse that specific issue. Toros Amkulu, thank you so much. Thy colorful shadow just got here. Already thoughts on self-initiate. Okay, Royal, we covered this topic, I think, Boma 2 months back or something. Ne? So please just go back to like old lives that we've done, what that we've did, that we've done, yeah, that we've done already. But we did cover this very controversial topic. I think we touched on it in a lot
Mm.
of conversations that we have, especially on the live sessions. I think if you can also catch King Saint's conversations as well, we spoke about the journey, yeah, self initiates. But I can't remember right now, top of my head. But just go under when you go to the channel, go to the tab that says live. Just check those episodes there. But we might have to retouch on this yeah some other time. So today we're just dealing with
Mm.
well, we're building up, yes, we're building up because I think Kesha did allude to this kind of initiation, you know, when we're speaking about the art of spirit in initiation. And with one of my mentors as well, did we lose him? One of my mentors as well, Khosi Khadi, um Lefenza, she speaks highly as well on how we need to. She had an amazing post actually. Those who have me on Facebook, please go check the post I shared yesterday, written by Khosi Khadi Matli, Koko Lefenza. But she was speaking about how, like, well, basically asking questions for how did we as a people get stuck on level of just doing things of the blood ancestors, bloodline ancestors, you know, instead of elevating to a level of spirit ancestors. But we've covered that topic as well with Khosi Khadi Lefenza. Please
Oh,
go
is
check
it?
that out.
Listen,
Kesla, are you still there?
am I frozen that side? Am I
Oh, wait.
frozen?
Let me check on my other phone. Yeah, it's dark on your end. Okay, I think he'll request to join now. Um, do we have any more questions? We speaking the fire body, we speaking aura, we speaking yeah, lo muntu lo uyangisinda. Okay, he's back.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Yes, yes, yes. Mm. Yes.
Also to Khatikeng, just like this person. How do you make this person?
Yes. So that one is a complex one actually. It is a very complex one because a reaction like that can be affected by a lot of things. It is not just because of that person's, or it could be because of your own issues as well, your own mental state, your own things that you had to experience before specifically dealing with this person. So there's a lot of things that can affect that, right? But um, in terms of the topic that we're speaking about today, it is also possible that you can get a reaction like that from someone whose aura does not resonate with yours, or
Yeah.
or from someone whose aura um is not good, right? And like I said again, we don't have to see the aura, but we can feel it, right? We can
Mm-hmm.
feel its effect, right? So if that person, maybe that person just did something, and you don't know, Hore, that person did that thing, and then they come to you, then your aura will tell you, Hore, hi man, what's happening here? Right?
Yeah.
Seems like
So
something has been happening here. So the more you you pay attention to your aura and how certain environment affects it, the more you pay attention over a very long period of time, it will be very easy for you to tell what someone has done, where they are from, what they've done from where they are from. Even if
no,
that thing is not something that is bad, you are the aura, you have trained it to a point whereby now it can even anticipate certain things, right?
so
It can
bad.
even look at a person and be like, hey, bro, when you can't do the thing that you just did. Why did you do that? Babo? So it can have a lot of benefits actually.
No, Tobe, yes, yes. I think I lost my train of thought there, but
Mm.
kana ne re reng, man. Okay, I lost it. I hope I'll remember it.
So
I'll remember it now.
while you try to remember me, there's something that you're talking about, going back to the candle. And you spoke about meditation. I think maybe that's one way we can infuse the candle in terms of that fire, right? Because meditation is one of the things that I was going to talk about, and I just completely forgot for some reason. But yes, so meditation is another way in which we can attempt to make sure that our aura is good, right? And we do it by imagining the aura inside our mind and imagining a certain specific color, and then from there, you focus it like that. It does it will depend obviously on which type of meditation you want to do. For example, we know that fire is a cleanser, right? So if maybe you are from work or you're from funeral and you feel heavy, and after you take that ritual bath, you can just sit down and then meditate and then visualize that fire around your body, cleansing whatever it is that is around your aura, right? As you practice that over time, as you practice that visualization skill, that is literally one way in which very very high initiates can also cleanse their aura as well.
Tobe,
So
Tobe.
yes, so it does help over time.
Yeah, yeah. You just mentioned something, Kesha. But okay, go back to funeral. If I lose my train of thought, funeral.
Yes.
But I remembered the point I wanted to make earlier on. Yeah, when you're speaking about training your aura, or training yourself actually to recognize certain things. I remember like with my oh my gosh, thank you, thank you. We just got super thanks. Thank you, Thokoza Mkulu, Thokoza. Thank you so so much. Um, what the yes, training yourself. Yeah. So I remember when I was getting into the awakened state, right? And
Mm-hmm.
Ibile, when I was getting into the awakened state, ne, like I remember there was a like a feeling, like I yeah, like they'd be like maybe the goosebumps or ing. So I think it goes back again to literally know thyself, so
Yes.
okay, no, if ke reactor so, or if I go into a trance when I don't know a lady also I feel then I know it means this, So it's not necessarily hori. If I feel goosebumps here, it means this. But you need to know
Yes.
lesi dimo sa gago se bua jwang. You need to know how your energy responds in certain situations. And
Mm-hmm.
Leona, when I was still new, in Kadile ka like now, because I used to party. I used to party. Nekele type yeah, as hand be smelly langa, But it got to
Eh,
when awakening was starting now, it got to a point more like I did 10, next. Like I'm starting to feel otherwise, like my spirit is unsettled, So it's
mm,
such things. Once you start knowing yourself, because I know what I know, okay, I know. Gushuti guzoshubalana, I go.
eh,
Earlier,
like
the
that.
Gregorian year, there's a place we went to Lipindi, I just disappeared because I'm like, it's Gauta man, my aura is
Yes.
not okay here.
Mm.
Pindile also commenting, or you can also incorporate fire breath during your meditation. Okay, go. Do you wanna expand that on us? Or just train and go? Ane. Yeah, uzostrain ugogo. Siyabonga so much for that. And then yes, funeral. I remember, I'm proud of
Yes,
myself.
funeral.
Funeral. So there's a thing like you notice right go vacationing. I don't know in the homelands how it's done, but there's one specific well there's funerals ne go
Mm-hmm.
haritwa mabitleng, then there's that whole early water situation. Can you maybe explain why do we use that? Because when vacation there's certain places you go to they don't have that water there and I am bother, you know. So I literally if re tswa ko mabitleng, it's a funeral, repatile and whatnot. And then you know you get to the house by the gate there should be water, lady, telesita thing, or whatever it is. So maybe catch up briefly without revealing too many secrets. Tshwantse re kwalle ko ntle batho ba. They wanna take our stuff, yeah, ba bona. But briefly, maybe explain what's the lengana ke for eng? Why do we use that coming from funeral? And yeah, I'll just expand more hore my geshin ima ona.
So
But
the idea behind that, right, comes from it started a very long time ago, but back then, not things like that were not done, right? They were not there. So they just started recently, maybe a few centuries ago. So
yeah,
the idea behind it was to try and cleanse the energy that we are coming with, right, from those cemeteries, right. That was the idea behind it. In fact, actually at the beginning you were supposed to cleanse the entire body, not just the hands. But then as time went by, it started deteriorating. People started paying less and less attention to it, right. At some point maybe they were using something, maybe um a certain tree, to try and cleanse people very quickly just so that they can go. But now it is to a point whereby people just wash their hands, one, two, three, then they go inside the yard, and then barge, and then that's it, right? So
yeah.
you didn't do anything there. You didn't do anything. In fact,
Mm.
to this to at my car section, some people don't even, they don't put anything in there. Some people I know, they put the gun and stuff. Some is just water straight from the tap. They just put it there. You just literally washing your hands. We are not doing
There's a
anything.
funeral I went to actually. Kile offended nyana bjang. They had like a normally pompo basically, and we just do that. I'm like, how my
You just
face, you
open
know.
the tap.
Okay, it's a fancy tab though, but yeah, you just open the tab and you just wash your hands. So I think I was on a Rasta podcast today, and I think I mentioned Kang Eya, you know, the black middle class, you know, we very problematic at times because
Yes.
like you saying Hori, there's a significance in Tsona dilo tsena, you know, it's not just a running of waters. There's a significance why a certain herb like that. And I think
Mm.
let that fear, man, we need to decolonize the fear ya Hori, because Setlari basically means tree. Like ka
Yes,
Sesotho setlhare
literally.
ke tree, ke sefate, you know. Well, not ka
Yes.
Sesotho, ka Sepedi le Setswana, I guess. But yeah, I think we need to also decolonize so much for it. Like le plant ya plant re tshaba le go incorporate in the things that we do, you know. And
Yes.
yeah, so they literally just had a tab there. But I think the what I managed to do here, because I carry I carry salt. What I managed to do here, I do the yeah, salt under my shoes, in my shoes and whatnot. Before ko kena ko ntlong gape or
Yes.
such a situation.
Yes.
But now with the whole fire, not fire, the whole water situation, and I know it looks so odd, but ke re matsogo khetla, ke re matsogo, ke re under my feet khetla, ke re crown chakra. Then ka tseba I
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Keep balance,
Yes.
keep balance. But I don't think we have any more questions, Kesla. Do you have anything else from your end?
No, nothing. People can ask any questions actually. It doesn't have to be related to the fire body. Actually, I do have
Okay, do
something
you
to say.
want to touch the one that was asked earlier? Hey, yeah, self initiate.
Oh, thoughts on self-initiates, right? Okay, so before I get into that one, let me just wrap up the fire body conversation then. So now, you were mentioning that there are there people that can do fire rituals? Are there people that specialize in these things? Where can we go to with these people? We don't have those
Because
people.
usually cash like rabari ke a koka keng kilo cleanser. It's usually
Yes.
like water, we just do mountain, but actually anybody specifically works ka mollo, the element of mollo, because you mentioned
Mm.
for the four elements, earth,
Yes.
fire, air, water. So obviously there should be some sort of rituals that are associated with these things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Lily Popeye, I confirm. Okay, I see the Popeye, but it's anime the Popeye, but it's the Popeye. Fire benders, water benders, and all of that. Hey, okay.
So the answer I have that directly came to my mind after you asked that question was that let us look at the levels, right, of the physical bodies, the seven physical bodies. The most subtle is the magnetic body. It is the most subtle, meaning that it is the one that is the least physical, right? And then the most physical is this one, the flesh body. That's basically what it means, right? So after the magnetic body, which is number one, below it we have the electric body. Below it, we have the light body. Below it, we have the ethereal body. And when you see these things, when you move like this, and then from the ethereal body to air, to water, to earth, they become more physical. They're no longer becoming subtle. They become more physical and more physical and more physical. They become things that you can now see, that you uncover. So now, the higher you go up, these are things that now you cannot see now with the naked eye. The more you go up, right? So now there's a reason behind that. Back then, we knew we had rituals for all of these things. But now, as time went by and we forgot who we are and forgot certain rituals and we forgot certain things, we forgot all about these bodies. And we started focusing on what we can just see right now in this material world. And what we can see right now in this material world is what? Is the earth body, plants. That's what we used to heal, which is a lot of them. But then as you go up, there's less. So at the bottom, there's earth body, which is plants, your herbs, everything that you use to do your healing. You go up is the water body. How many things do we have in the day? How many rituals do we have of the water? There are not many. But we have a lot that have to do with plants. But in terms of water, not many. Maybe I can take you to a river or ocean. I can do this, maybe ritual bath at home, and we're just using water in one way to just bath, and that's it. Right? Sometimes maybe we drink it, sometimes but then there aren't many. You go up, air rituals. Are there any air rituals? We only know from paper smoke, and then that's it. We go up fire now. That's the last body. We don't have anything. So that's how that's how we forgot over time. So in public,
Mm,
there's no one who
mm,
can do fire cleanses. Only people that are initiated highly, that are in secret places, can do fire rituals. But in public, there's no one.
mm. No, so bad. No, thank you for making that as a fact as well, because I'm like, I man, more South Africa. I don't know any healers, but specializing with the fire body. With the fire cleanses, Kesha. So I think maybe you can answer thy colorful shadow
Yes.
on their question. Yeah, your thoughts on what we call self-initiates. I don't like the term, but re tla reng sekgowa le vibration, I think it's nice.
I also don't like self-initiate. I usually use the term spirit initiate. I think that is more accurate. That is a much more accurate term, right? Um, and spirit initiation is the true form of initiation, and I will explain that just now, right? Because what I've seen is that people have made a separation between people that are going through spirit initiation and people that have to go through see a physical gobela. Those two are not separable. When you go see a physical program, at the same time you're undergoing spirit initiation because your guides are also there, making sure that you take or do things that they want you to do, and your path becomes unique to you like that, right? So spirit initiation is always there, whether you do the things on your own or you go to a gobela. Spirit initiation is always part of initiation because your guides will always be there. They are part of you, they cannot leave you, and your Kobera completely takes over, and when you don't have any input on that, and then that's it. No, the spirit will always be there. Some initiation they'll even ask you, "Hey, Fetu, we are waiting for you to dream of a certain car so that we can go by it." That spirit initiation. Where is the dream coming from? It's not coming from the Gobela, it's coming from your spirit, from your ancestors. So spirit initiation is involved there as well. So spirit initiation is the true form of initiation. The gobela is just there as a guide. Okay, man, I'm more experienced than you. Tell me what's happening with your spirit, and then I'll see what's going on. Because even when you check people, the reasons that they go to initiations are different. So in terms of spirit initiation, so people should not be discouraged in terms of spirit initiation, in terms of taking your own path. That just means, Jorge, you don't have someone who's more experienced to guide you. And that is going to be common in the next decade or so as time goes by. Many people will be initiating themselves because there aren't many gobelas or many people that know enough at that high level to initiate certain people, right? So people will have to stick to spirit initiation, which is something that has started already. I hope I answered the question.
No. Thank you so much for that. I'm also liking it coming from the initiated healers, because I saw from somebody who is self-initiated, then it doesn't hold any weight. So Mkulu agreeing with you there. And then ZBD11 is asking for the best dispensary in Santon. A dispensary of what? Cannabis? Okay, please clarify there. And that colorful shadow, okay, thank you for that answer, Kesha. And yeah, I do hear you. I definitely do hear you. In terms of that, like I said earlier on, Hore, Khosi Khadile Fente shared that article. We very one that article asking Hore, how do we put so much emphasis on bloodline and like these flesh things instead of attending to spirit ancestors, not just the bloodline ancestors. Kulu further adds, or yes, the truth is, even Epeshwen, your ancestors initiate you. Gobela is just a conduit. They are meant to listen to director from your own ancestors. Togoza Mkulu, Togoza, I'm not agreeing from bias, but yes, I think that's my understanding of things, And yeah, I think it's on like these conversations that we have going back door horao. How do you listen to all these people, at at the same time? But not disrespect. Let's go la kadilo, raliti lona, motho gata cons. But as tuganga anyway. But Dimitri Siteve just got here as well. Ori, I'm watching you guys delayed. But in terms of fire cleanse, I did a lot of yoga, and oil lamps are recommended as they burn longer with cotton wick. But obviously, the bigger the fire, the more efficient. Togoza Kesha, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, so I think we double back, ne? We double back to the fire the fire point. Yeah, Kesha just got to download a mid conversation here. I hope I asked everything I needed to ask. Do we have any more questions? Any more comments? Healers, yeah. Sorry if I offended anybody today. I just enjoy talking to Josie. Yeah, because yeah, we have lit conversations. But if we don't have any more questions, Makosi, I think we're gonna close. Thank you so much. Or Sam
So,
Masam is asking, which herbs can we use for daily cleansing? Okay, Mgoli, you can take that. I'll add if there's something else you left there.
all right. So before I answer the herb one, so the other reason I'm saying there aren't people in public that do the fire ritual is because there's one fire ritual that I know that of course no one in the public can do, whereby in that fire ritual, right, your fire body, specifically the fire body, there's a ritual that is performed there. There are songs that are sung, there are drums, there are things that are done there, right? And your body is laying there. So what happens is that you would leave your body with your fire body. So another part of that fire body is the astral body as well. It's called is the ethereal one, which is the one that I didn't talk about. So and they transport you through the sun. They take that part of your body through the sun. That's one ritual of fire that I know. And obviously I don't know anyone in public that can do that. So
Yo, and it's, as well, every time we talk about the aura, Kehlani, like imagine like that, like a floating moya, so floating moya, lidi kala kala, that thing. And as you're speaking, explaining this ritual here, like I'm literally imagining this, and then li podia ya levitates. But I think also in BRS, I get astral travel and lucid dreaming is also practices that we need to get to. But obviously with discipline, like Kesha saying, Guti, start with a small little habit, start with a small little
Mm.
habit and build up to that. And I think I'm testimony, Kulu will say here, Guti, like step by step, started there. And that's when you also now understand how you also function spiritually, how what can Marcos. Marcos. I think we can answer, yeah, which herbs we can use for daily cleansing.
So I call them the light herbs, like light herbs. They are the day-to-day herbs that we have that you can find anywhere, like alu. People have a lot of
Mhm.
alu just lying around. All of those herbs. Kita hopola eng,
Letswai.
Bulletwai is there as well, actually. Yes, Letswai is one of them. Letswai definitely use it. In fact, I wanted to say something about Letswai that you mentioned, Hore. You can use it even around your car, even your house, on the corners of the rooms and everything like that, right? Just pour them there and then just leave it there, and then we'll see what happens. Someone once told me a story about that, actually, after that happened. So, yes. Wait, what was the question?
Sorry,
I
which
forgot the
the daily
question.
herbs. You're speaking of the
Yes,
light
the
herbs to
herbs.
use.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, the herbs. Alu, your salt. Um, there are certain herbs that I planted that I'm trying to think of here. There's Bulak value, but then I know not a lot of people have it in J just in there. They don't even know how to use it that well. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Bolingana is also there. There's also what is this? Hey, there are a lot of them. Just that I can't remember them right now.
Yeah,
But
Kesha,
yeah, your day
connect,
to day herbs,
connect,
you
connect,
can add
connect with
them there,
us,
bro.
and then yeah, we'll ask. Okay, what do you have in your garden? Or yeah, what do you have access to? Kulu's adding there. Uguti mhlamba manzi. Everyone must have this.
Mm-hmm.
Lauta spiritual cheese. Mhlamba manzi. So it's basically a root name Kulu. Yeah, it's like a root so, but it's an auric cleanse kind of situation. You
Yes.
don't have to use yeah, hectic things, but the likes of us now, I like playing with herbs,
So wait,
yeah.
wait, wait. Maybe I didn't understand the question. Are these herbs? Are you saying the herbs that you can get like J from your garden, or herbs that you can go buy maybe at the
So
multi store?
which herbs can we use for daily cleansing? But I think if you want to expand Kesha Guti, what can we also what herbs we can get as well? You can also add onto that one.
Okay, so if you're gonna go buy herbs at a multi store, then you can get things. Umuto kanya, you're right. You can have your vuma there, which I know is very common, is everywhere. You can have your mkanya kute as well. You can have your amanzam shop. I don't know if people will find that one.
Ka Setswana le reng bagaetsho? Nna re kopa di-herbs tse ka
Yo.
Setswana bagolo.
Nna initiation ya ka e ne le Sezulu gogo. E ne se
Oh no, no,
Setswana mme.
re khaotsegile afetse.
Eya, tsa Setswana ha ke di itse nix. Ke itse tsa Sezulu. Ha utlwe ke bua
No,
Sezulu.
Mara, re research though, but yeah, we're gonna obviously need to extrapolate. So I'm working with,
Yes.
not working with. There's a gogo. What's our research? Got on these herbs, because like I usually say, Hore, it's so unfortunate that the information that we have, on the more Nguni side of things
Mm,
versus dilo tsa Setswana. But I think I'm also lucky enough. Ha ke ya muti shopping, there's a lady who she's bilingual, so ke Zulu, ke Sotho. So I'm able to get like the herbs studying. But like our languages, man, I think these self-explanatory,
yes.
Mhlamba
Yes.
manzi,
Yes.
Mhlamba metsi, but obviously it's
Yes.
probably
Yes.
it's probably got something else. But there's also she goes by Coco Mama Bolo, but she might be Coco Mama Bolo now on the Chinese app. She ke ubina ubi nemalo, what has the spade? So she deals a lot also le na ka ditlhare tsa Sotho, you know, she's got like all these names for them. I think we should have her for another episode. We only had her for one episode. Ne re bua ka malopo eh. And then Ketla, yeah, so little bit like the herbs, like the basics. Bom kanyagude,
Yes,
eh,
mkhanyakude, yovuma, manza mhlophe, yeah. Kana ba re ke eng e nngwe e ready?
eh, ki mkhulu,
They will tell me
welcome, yeah, welcome, welcome.
another name starts with an S. The S, I forgot the S for the S is what after that. But yes,
I'm
a
not,
lot of names, Leona. And
yeah.
then salt, you take that, combine it with alu as well, and then mix everything. But then also happy depends again in terms of the intensity of the activity of the day, right?
Yes, yes.
So you can even go a step higher. Okay, I'm not gonna mention anything there, but you can also obviously dial it up a bit to strengthen it. But yeah, those light herbs, Vuma, your Mkanyakute,
Menchi,
your
so we are here now. Menchi now.
yes, Mpepo can also go there as well, right?
No,
That
definitely.
you know some things I sometimes I forget certain things for a reason. Maybe
Eh,
I'm not
Lina
supposed
Pepo,
to
Kulibet.
waste.
Kulibet, yeah. But also get into the ritual of ukoma or go kapa go aramela. Yes, get into that habit as well. I think not
Yes,
it's the
yes, that's
one
another
plain thing I
challenge.
like.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't like
yes.
palazing, but what can we do? It's stuff we need. Yeah, but Lilimpe is actually quite a potent and subtle one at the same time, easily
Mm.
accessible. And then we have ZBD11 again. Okay, I think they're new to our space here, but they're asking, what's your viewpoint on Christianity? Where does it fit in your spirituality? Ketla, you are kinder, so you can answer in a kind manner. I don't have a kind
Can you
answer.
please repeat the question?
But what's your viewpoint on Christianity? Where does it fit into your spirituality?
All right. So yes, I used to be a Christian at some point, right? So I grew up in a Christian family. So I grew up Christian, right? Until I started asking questions, right? So it does not fit in anywhere in my spirituality. I'm not a Christian at all, at all, at all, at all. And
Not so,
then there's also wait, what was the other one? What is my viewpoint on Christianity?
or not. Not what's your viewpoint on Christianity and if it has one spirituality, sir.
I don't know if that okay. So, Christianity is a religion, and there's a difference between a religion and spirituality again. So, so religion is has to do with faith, and spirituality has to do with knowing. So, it's there. I don't even remember last time I talked about Christianity. Actually, I don't
So
remember it. I don't even
yeah,
think about it
no.
that much. But my viewpoint on Christianity is that it is a religion that was created to indoctrinate people, and it did that successfully, right?
Successfully,
So
continuously, even to today. Yeah.
today they are still doing it, and it's still
Yeah.
gonna continue for some time. But yeah, it is a religion, and also you can't be a Christian and be spiritual at the same time, which is why I'm saying that it's not even part of my spirituality because there's certain things that contradict there, right? This side they will say fear God. This side they will say no, you are God. In fact, love God. It's two completely different viewpoints, right? So that's why it's separated completely from what I do.
No, 100%, Kesha. Uh, yeah, I'd want to not comment. I think, Lynn, I think I've grown a lot. I've grown a lot. I don't engage in these debates anymore of Christianity and trying to convince people. We are not recruiters. We're just here to remind people who they are.
Yes.
But just 2 seconds on the Abrahamic religions, you know, not just Christianity itself, Islam included as well. controversially, I feel Black people have no business with such. But we do understand, because we most of us in the space here, I think most names that I'm seeing in this space here, we come from such environments. But we're not judging you, we're not harsh. Like we're saying, we have elevated, we are mature now, we don't engage in
And
such behavior.
do people know that Christianity was formed, even though before it was actually what it is today? Back then, when it was formed out of white people being taught certain things about their creator, and
Mm.
then naturally, as they are, they decided to make it to worship him. It wasn't even a religion, say worship the person. No, know what this person created you. This is how they created you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just know. Now you are worshiping them, right? So it was never even anything that had to do with worshiping to begin with. Just that things
Yeah.
changed as time went by. It was literally someone teaching Moses actually, teaching white people, oh, hey, behave like this. This is your creator. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's their thing. They are the ones that are supposed to go back to the Bibles and to ensure that they remain on the right path, but they are not, because for one. So yeah, it's just a mess.
No, so no, thank you for that part there. But ZPD, already very new to the space, love the content. What are your beliefs? So as Keta mentioned here as well, we are just spiritual people here. If you look at the word belief, and only lie in the middle there. So, with religion, man, you need to be convinced that a certain something is there. Versus where you are actually doing rituals of the spirituality. When you're living spirituality, man, like it's that you don't need to be convinced of anything. You don't
Mm,
need to, like, you pace yourself in understanding you, because you're also part of the expression of creation. We say we are gods here on this space. So just go to the description box to see what it is that we do here, P&D. But yeah, thank you for the question. But yeah, we don't wanna be offending people. Oh yes, like I was saying that we still uh, listen. We all come from there. If you wanna pace with us and get to this level, we're not recruiting. We just trying to remind you who you are. But if you're still a Christian and enjoy what it is that we do here, man, I don't want to, but I do
mm,
apologize in advance. Sometimes I do have little jabs here and there.
yes.
But not in a way to discriminate anybody in terms of that. But for me, it's not a thing that serves me. But I do give thanks for the path as well, because I don't think I would have gotten to where I am now. By questioning
Mm,
things. And I think on the other flip side, I think the fear base, yeah, in spirituality we don't deal with fear. Fear is literally the opposite of love. It's not hate itself, it's fear. And yeah, living in fear, it's not a godly way of living. So the whole in the religious spaces, you need to be fearing things that you don't even see or don't even know who it is, what guy. So yeah, so we are about vibrations and high frequencies, and it's the ultimate frequency of love, the eternal frequency of love, eternal healing of love. So is what we trying to get to. Gore, as a people, we learn to love one another. I think a lot of things would be easier to implement when we love one another, love self first as well. Everton, what's Allah? And then Pindi further. Man, hey, yes, yes. Okay, indoctrination.
mm.
Yes, that's still in my vocab. But Pindi commenting on the cleansings there, or catering is top tier. Yeah, I agree, but yeah, cleansing the colon is also another another dope way of doing the cleansers. But yeah, Pindi clearly enjoy your space. Ukata is to beta. For those who
Mm.
don't know. That colorful shadow says new to the space as well. Love the energy here. Thank you so much. I'm not sure if you're my queen, my king, but thank you so much for joining us. Those who are new to the space here, we really it is a knowledge sharing session, and yeah, we do apologize. Our sessions with Black God, they go on forever, but I really enjoy talking to him. But we're gonna link up again in 2 weeks time again, Nakasha.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, depending on how his exams go, but he's a god. He's gonna kill this thing. I mean, unalive this thing. Gosh, I can't say that word here. My gosh. But anyway, if we don't have any more questions, I think Ritlokwala, ZBD, or when I tapped into the live, you mentioned ancestral worship. What exactly is that? Did we? I don't think we did. Ne? Yeah. But we'll expand some more. We'll expand some more. But we don't use. I want to make a comment. Also, it's not a term I also like. I'm not particularly fond of that. Pinur, why would you say that? I'm just adding to the convo. But you do, friend, don't you? Like, yeah. Who says catering is top tier? Only people who love it, right? But ZBD is asking what ancestral worship is and whatnot. But I don't like the language that we're using right now, right? So that's why I'm saying that we need to get to a point where we have a Setswana, we had a Setswana offer, somebody to teach us Setswana, but they're still very busy with exams and work and all of that at the moment. But we had only done 2 lessons. But when I get to a point where we're not using this low vibrational language, the English language is full of curses. It doesn't explain things very well, like, yeah, ancestral worship, But also, if well, we can in you guys worship your ancestors. I was like, okay, we don't, but if I do, it's my thing.
Yes.
If I want to do that, I'll do that. But stick around. I think we will answer such questions. They still, I think when you're new to the spirituality, I guess, yeah, these are questions that we would ask. Yeah, so maybe on a live, that these random lives that I do, we will engage in these convos, ancestral worship. What's a common one that gets asked a lot?
I actually think she arrived when I was talking about how white people were actually just taught certain knowledge, but then they decided to worship the people
Oh no,
that
no,
were
khala le
taught.
teng. No, khala le teng. O tlile,
Or what was the question? Or did I not hear the question? Didn't she was
no,
asking
no,
if
Uri, when I tapped into the live, you mentioned ancestral worship. What exactly is that? No, you didn't
what
say you
is
didn't say
ancestral
that.
worship?
No, no, you didn't say
Oh
that. But I don't
no,
know if you
I don't
wanna.
remember saying ancestral worship. That's why
No, no, yeah.
I'm mentioning that worshiping part, but I never said ancestral worship because
No, no, you didn't. No, 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 absolutely
yeah.
you didn't. But yeah, we'll yeah, let's hang around. We'll engage with such, like we're saying, Horea. Like, I think these are questions we dealt with when you're getting into the space, because obviously you coming from the religious point of view, so obviously you're still very scared, and you're like, how you go. Woohoo! Bong's just joined our membership program. Mkulu, you're doing the things. You're doing the things, Mkulu. Yes, yes, lo mama ungimhamba. Bong's just right here. Urithokoza lapho. Uh, Mkulu uri how about y'all worship ancestors? Yeah, Mkulu, we will, we will address that. But I think, yeah, these are the questions when you get into, like, when you're new, in Togoza, Makosi space. These are the questions that you come across, but I think a lot of people have covered this thing, but now I'm saying that I'm not defending, I don't want to be defending myself anymore on certain things, Hore, hey, why are you guys worshiping? I don't engage in debates of religion and all of that anymore, unless I don't know, unless what happens. But yeah, it's not things I engage in anymore, because yeah, it's yeah. But I will answer it. Stick around. I think the random lives, like I'm saying, that we have, yeah, will make those disparities. But hi man, now, if I want to worship them, yeah, I will. Yo. But thank you, Bong, so much for joining our membership program. If we don't have any more questions, I think Sizovala, and yeah, these are the things that you have access to as a member. You have cool emojis there. Kulu, thank you so much for your super thanks. So taking coffee. King, let's link up. We actually have an event pretty soon. Pretty soon. And then they're asking, where can I find more information spiritually? All right. So Keta has an amazing, amazing platform. So he goes by the Black God, and his platform, his website. Yeah, I think he has amazing content there. Yo, this cat, guys. What cat? Yo, sis. Hey, Tomo Famate Kwani. Oh. But Um, he's got a website. His website is Black God Wisdom. Is it that Black God Wisdom or Black God Wisdom?
Yes. Black God
Black God
Wisdom.
com. So it's got amazing blog content that he has there. He's also got his channel on the space, but everything I listed yeah high in the description box, so you can please go there. But literature, especially literature written by us, very very important. But also on the space that you can camp here on the space, just go back to if you want the potent teachers.
Rose.
There's
Rose.
also a playlist with the teachers. I think I created that playlist. So you can go through that content, but don't overwhelm yourself as well. Just pace yourself. It gets to be too much, but you can check the content that we've done here as well.
Mm.
You can check. I particularly like a lot of conversations we've had with Black God here. So go to his lives, especially I think the initial live. You can also find a lot of information there. But yeah, stick around, follow us on social spaces as well.
Mm.
If you wanna find us on social spaces, you can also DM, ask questions there and whatever. I think the WhatsApp number we did listed here. If you want yeah, services like seeing a healer or something like that, we have a plethora of those, you know, working in different modalities, you know. We have the
Oh
floor
yes.
x-ray people, we have a palm readers, we have a psychedelic people. Yeah, so this is yeah all encompassing. So whatever healer that you want, me, I'm gonna find it for you. But yes, Mkhulu, you know what Ringo?
Oh yes, on that one of healers and everything, Gog. People usually ask that question of can I help them? Where do they find me? Stuff like that. How can I help them and stuff like that. So I wanted to answer that question actually, right? So that people know how I can help and what I do, right? So I initiated that was my introduction to spirituality, initiation, Yobungo, right? But then after initiation, there's certain things that happened, that went through, that continued actually. They not even went through, that continued, that started during initiation, right? So those things and experiences that I had are the ones that are forcing me to sort of like help and I hate to say this word, but sort of like at a higher level of some sort, right? So I don't do a lot of work in terms of Ubungom, even though I know how to do that and I'm initiated, right? I don't spend a lot of time focusing there. Most of the time, I'm asking certain philosophical or existential questions, right, about what's going on in the world. I'm thinking at like a very, 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 very big picture level, right? I'm thinking about certain things that are happening. I'm thinking about things like why are we seeing so many aliens now on TikTok? Are these people preparing us for what's coming? So those are things that's where I am, right? So I can help in terms of people that want to know more about the truth of what's going on, in life, what's going on, Gabon, stuff like that. But then outside of that, to be honest, you are better off consulting another healer. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is not my specialty. That is for me. That was a stepping stone. If I'm gonna put it directly, but it is not my specialty at all.
Yeah. Unless your ancestors send you directly to him. Yeah, by the time, you know,
Yes, yes.
yeah,
That's
but
actually that's another way that I help actually because there are
yeah,
people that are sent to me even though they don't know that they are sent to me. And they come to me and I see their behavior. I'm like, oh, so I need to help this person. So those are the
yeah,
people that I help. Then
yeah.
yeah.
But if Uko Pampir start though, he has to
Even
has to
Baba Kopa and Pristata and
his
stuff.
Ndumba is there. So if you go there, he will definitely not choice, he will help you. But
Yes,
he's
I don't
based in
yes.
Johannesburg
Yes.
now for his Bangoma service or Ngoma services. He doesn't practice really here unless obviously it's a cosmic situation that needs to happen there. But Kulu, galeboga man. Wait again. I wanna Marcos. Ah, your people are happy to see me today. Marcos, Marcos,
Oh,
Marcos. I know. Orelebogele there, but yeah. So we whatever it is that you need, whether you want literature. So black, get your hands if you're black on Black Root Science. Yeah, we're
Yes.
starting to gatekeep our stuff now. Tina
Very, very
Sanbona,
important.
you guys are spying on us. If you're Black, get yourself Black Root Science. It's a book written by us. Get yourself a book by the Elder Malidoma. It's called Kana King Kesha. What's the name? Spirit Earring. What's that book called? Okay, yeah. But if you search Malidoma, you'll find that book. It's water. What's the book? Yeah. But anyway, Kesha, are you
Of
here?
Water in the
Yes.
Spirit. I was fetching this book.
Yes, there we go.
I was fetching this one. Yes.
There's Black Root Science.
This is Blackwood Science. This is Blackwood
Yes,
Science. Yeah.
but yeah, so it's not a difficult read, but also to have like a lighter read. Lamona Maskhosi ke Yangin. So he writes his articles beautifully as well, potent as well. So join his WhatsApp group, not WhatsApp group, WhatsApp channel.
WhatsApp
Yes,
channel is.
yeah, so only the admin people are posting stuff. We can react though. But there's dope articles he shares there. We have our healers. I see them here in the group as well. If you need those kind of services, but then as well, whether Togoza services or talking services, I think the one of the things Mkulu taught me is don't create a dependency also on seeking things outside of yourself, so your first
Yes.
consultation always needs to be within. That's why we spoke also extensively on in terms of meditation, yeah, because that should be your first point. Even when you go to shola, please start home base first with you and your ancestors first. This is what's gonna be happening. But always the work is always self. Don't create dependencies on whether kimuti or diwash, or don't create a dependence on yourself. Be in God's state. Don't let anything else be in control of you. But Ketla baleboga, bomakhosi baleboga,
Thank
Semahlangu
you
o
very
re
much.
sabonga gogo limkhulu bongani o re thokoza lapho. Yeah, yeah. Whenever I see this, even if you change your name, Biggs, I know it's gonna be you. Moti thokoza lapho. Hulu o re sabonga makhehla. Lipindi or thank you so much, spiritual G's.
Thank
Titi,
you very
you
much.
made it alive. Togozani, late to the party, but so happy to be here. Thank you both for gracing us. Thank you so much. Also on the membership program. Thank you, everybody. Please do watch the ads. Please, super thanks us. Please buy us coffee. Please, yeah, we tried to get the summer merch out. But before Kwala, my king, Neribuaka, the last time I think we had a live, or I did mention it on one of the things that I did. But I'm thinking this weekend, let's have a vision board party. So we just gonna organize that. We'll have a vision board party. If you're not writing exams and everything, but we'll be go Club Soweto if you wanna come to Soweto. But yeah, I'll put it. Yeah, but also we want to have a controlled number. Rebelli. But I know the people that are here, you guys are so high vibrational. Never or But yeah, I'm thinking we have a vision a board party courtesy of Coco Itu, who had suggested that Harikala was our new year in September. So I think we're not too late. We're still in the second season of Heteru. Set our intentions, do our vision boards, and all the good. Thank you so much for the hearts and the likes and the everything. Morena, so much.
Thank you very
So
much.
much.
Bob. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Makosi, ka bona in
My
2 weeks time.
honor.
Again.
Yes,
Free,
yes.
Kaisa. Free, but I think
Okay.
also if you're free on Sunday, also we have Sacred Sundays, yeah, book reading, I think. I just need to go through the message, but we're gonna post everything on the community tab on our TikTok, yes, TikTok as well. Lee, Instagram at Stone Square Podcast. Instagram, on Facebook, our page is Stone Square Podcast. Here, Stone Square Podcast. And yeah, I think we are out. Asia, keep a look. Okay. But thank you so much. So
Thank you.
much.
Thank
Oh,
you, Dr.
Marcos. Thank you, all Royals who are in the house today. And yeah, we'll see you on. Do we have any other episodes coming this week? No, we don't. But yeah, amazing things are coming on this platform and everything linked to the platform. Yeah, revive other things as well. But the Black God available. His details I did put there. Leave a link to the WhatsApp page I remember when I was new, like in spirituality, kid, I made sure even them writing in different languages, I would read each and
Yeah.
everything. I was in a group called the Undergrounds Gang. Yeah, Dr. Spirit, Dr. Kulutulani. I would literally read, but she's shaky, but I would read everything, you know. So I think, yeah, let's get into King Leonard Kolota, a lot of literature. You're a writer, so please bring
Yes,
out your
yes.
stuff. I'm also calling out Liko Komkulu. I'm also calling you out. You're a writer as well. Please bring out your stuff. P&D, I'm calling all you guys out. Please, we need this is a collective effort, you know, collective effort. Somebody might better resonate with what you wrote, somebody better resonate with what I write, what I said. But yeah, please, remain serious, got the healing of our people, of the Black nation. Makhosi amakhulu, makhosi amahle, ha o be kganya, ho be lesedi, ho be kgotso le khutso. African peace, unity,
Towards,
and we out. Good night.
towards
So goes okay.